What's going on, YouTube? Flight Simulation Experience back for another stream. What is up, everybody? Getting some flights in today. Got 2 flights, round trip from Detroit to Chicago Midland International Airport. Sitting down here in the ground, the beautiful Delta livery, the PMDG 737-600 aircraft. Absolutely love this plane. Love the 600. 600 flies very well, in my opinion. Sitting down in Detroit, the beautiful INI scenery, INI build scenery. Performance pretty good. Not the best, but definitely decent. And we're on VATSIM today. Don't have any traffic in the area right now, but excuse me. But we're gonna see what traffic we can get. So let me double check a few things here. Make sure everything looks good. Stream health is good. All right. And yeah, heading on over to Chicago Midland. Our scheduled time en route today is 58 minutes in the air. Total block time 1 hour and 26 minutes. So that's what's on the agenda, and then we're going to do the return flight from Chicago back to Detroit on VATSIM as well. But we don't have any traffic in the area right now. Maybe some ATC will pick up later into the stream. But yeah, sitting in the Delta livery here in the beautiful dirty livery, it looks like, or some weathering going on. You can see down here in the windows some weathering going on. Looks very nice. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the pit, get this bad boy rocking and rolling, and start our first flight all the way to Chicago Midland. Should be a good one. We've got a little bit of weather. We are on real world time as well, so we do have real world time. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit here, and let's get this bad boy programmed and rocking and rolling. All right, we'll go ahead and pause that music. All right, let's come on upstairs here. We do have initial power established into the aircraft. We're going to turn off these guys, which are our hydraulic pumps. Bleeds are going to go off as well. We're going to go ahead and just fire up our APU right away. Ground power is now established. Let's come on upstairs here. Let's go through our flows. Right IRS, left IRS, on DC, excuse me. Double check our flap devices, looking good. Let's get this on APU and APU BAT. Come on down here. All this can stay in the auto position. All this can stay where it is. Continuing our flows, we'll turn these down. Chimes can go to the on position. And all this is good. Window heats, let's go ahead and just turn those on. Voice recorder, that can stay where it's at. All this can stay in the auto position. Recirc fans, packs are in the off position. Recirc fans in the auto position. Bleeds, all our bleeds are off. Today's sim brief said, I think, 40,000, which is absolutely outrageous for the distance we're going. Cruise 40,000. No, we're going to take that up to 30,000. So we're going to go ahead and plug in 30,000 here. For our cruise altitude pressurization, and then go to our landing altitude. Excuse me. Go for our landing altitude. Excuse me, our airport altitude, which is 645 feet. We'll bump this up to 650, which I believe gives us 650 right there. Beautiful. And now we can come on down here to our FMC. Well, actually, let's do a couple things first. Let's come on over here, and let's turn that back, and let's turn off the VORs. Don't need those. Don't need this. Don't need that. Initial climb up to 10,000 is fine for now. Let's actually make it 9,000. Better move that down there. And let's go ahead and set our altimeter, which is 29908. And we can go ahead and open up our main cabin door here. This can be turned down a little bit here. And some lights. I'm going to dim this down a little bit. It's always too bright for my eyes. Turn that down a little bit. This down as well. This down. This down. This down, and all right, there's good. There we go. And let's go to our first officer. Down there, and there. Beautiful. All right. So Now we can come down to the FMC and let's start programming our flight. Let's first go to returns page. Let's go to FMC index, pause init, and I do have a flight plan for us that is programmed into the FMC through SimBrief, so we can load that in a minute. But first, let's just get the location of the aircraft. So KDTW, which is Detroit, KDTW, right? KDTW, beautiful. And then we're going to come on over here to our left GPS, and we're going to plug in our left GPS here, and we're going to go to KMDW. Plug that guy in there. And today we are Delta 1443. Let's just verify that. Yep, Delta 1443. And we're going to go ahead and request the flight plan. Select and request. Always forget when you request it, it removes the flight number. So we'll put that in again. At this point, as we wait for that to upload, I'm sure our... did I forget to start the APU? It's not ready. Okay, there we go. Come on back down here. Let's go to load. Takes a minute. There we go. Activate, execute. Then we can go to our flight number, which is DAL 1443. And now let's double check on our. Okay, so it's firing up. Good. Now what we could do is we can go to our departures page, and we can plug in our departure. So we're going to plan for 03. Let's come on over here to our charts, and since we don't have VATSIM telling us what the departure runway is, I'm wondering, do we have, let me see if we have any ATIS on board, which I'm not sure we do. Let me just double check. Okay, let's see, ATIS. No, we just have center on. Okay, don't have any ATIS. So we'll just roll with what SimBrief gave us, which is runway 03 left. So quite the taxi, as we can see, quite the zigging and zagging around here to get to that runway. Okay, so 03 left, and we're going to be taking the Cobbs to departure with the ZEGB transition. Plug that in, execute. And then we're going to go to our arrivals page, and we're going to be taking first we're going to be taking ILS 13 Charlie via the Pangs 5 arrival, which is this guy, and the Bangle transition. Very cool. I don't always get stars with transitions, usually it's just stars, but stars with transitions on both departure and arrival, that's pretty cool. So, yep. Got that in. Now let's go to the legs page and just double check all our waypoints here. Make sure we're all connected. Beautiful. Got a vector there. We'll plug that, remove it. And if we have any, let's take a look at the departure here. So we look at the departure. We don't have any restrictions, which is good. Well, actually, no, we do. We have to be above 25 here and below 6 here. So we'll probably delete those restrictions to get to bronze and then on to Cobb. So it'll be a nice takeoff, quick left turn, and then out. Okay, cool. Let's now go to our initrev page, index and performance. Now, what we can do is we can go ahead and fire up the APU. These guys can go on. Whoop, there we go. And let's actually turn up sound a little bit more. Let's come on over to Sky. Okay, let's let me. Where are you? Okay, so APU bleed is now going on. Let's get some packs on as well. 23 degrees Celsius, so it's little bit warm. Go ahead and remove the ground power. Let's come on downstairs here. And let's go to our NitRef page, menu, PMDG. What do I need to do? PMDG, no. FS Actions, ground services. Release the power. And let's go to our doors. Doors open, beautiful. And we're going to go to our fuel. Now, under fuel, we're going to go to the block fuel, which is 13,762. So we're just going to plug in, which is an hour of extra flight time. So 13.8 is what we'll plug in. 13,800 pounds, which is a level of 30%, a load level of 30%. And then we'll go to our payload, zero fuel weight, center of gravity, 93 point, we'll put 93.3. 93.3, we'll plug that in to our zero fuel weight. So not too heavy today. We're only, whoa, that doesn't make sense. Are we really only 34% load? Jesus. That only gives us 3 in first class, 36 in economy. All right, so we're definitely going to be bumping that up. Let's plug in 110.5. And that gives us almost a full flight of 87.7 and 7.7 first class, 91 economy. Cargo's pretty filled up. And yeah, that's full. So 110.5, we'll roll with that. I put full passengers and full load, payload into SimBrief. So I don't get it, but maybe it's something I'm not doing right. We'll see. I'll take a look at that again. Let's go ahead and sync our bug. And now what we could do is we're pretty much initially set up. Let's go ahead and call GSX and get some passengers. Let's go to request boarding. And now turn up GSX, that is.
Do you want to board crew?
Nobody's fine.
Passengers boarding starting.
A little framey here. A little bit framey. Alright, so we got GSX. Let's now see if we can get in some PAC-X. Let's go to start flight. Yes. Plug in 30123. Alright, so there's PAC-X. Okay. PAC-X, GSX both running. Let's see. Now let's come on down here. Let's go to our performance page. Let's go to index. We're 110.5 on the zero fuel weight. And the reserves today are going to be under FinRes 3.9. Plug that in. Cost index today is, let's see what they give us, 56. Cool, we'll go with 55,300 on the cruise. Plug that in. And we'll just do the average wind component. So we'll do average wind 235 at 7. 35 at 7. 35 at 7, 18,000 is the transition. We're going to go ahead and execute. And we're going to go, and we're going to derate down to 18K derate, 86% of engine power. Take off flaps 5. Got plenty of runway. This aircraft is not very heavy. 5 point. Make sure our park brake is set. And 5.48 trim. About there is good. V1, 121, V2. Your rotate, 123, V2, 129. So 123 plus 10, 133. Flight director left and flight director right side on. 33, 9,000. We're all good up here. Let's go ahead and turn on those hydraulic pumps. Yacht Amper can go to the on position. Let's come on downstairs to here. And let's go ahead and turn on that seatbelt sign. Packs are in the on. This is all good. All right, so the overhead looks pretty good for now. Altimeter set 29908. And we're pretty much ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is the captain speaking. Welcome aboard Delta Flight 14 for your service to Chicago Midway International. Flight time today is going to be about 58 minutes in the air, and hopefully we can get out of here a little bit early.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bin and smaller items underneath in front of you.
What's going on with these flaps here?
Please place all of your items in the overhead bin. If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let the flight attendant know and we can be happy to assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it.
Okay, don't know how they retract it. That's interesting, but okay.
Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please leave exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back.
All right, we'll wait for them to do the thing.
If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a
We are
flight
ready to go.
that way you can be
And we have alerted the flight attendants that we are ready to rock and roll.
We ask that larger electronic devices
Do a fire check
once
here.
you depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Beautiful.
Hopefully we can get out of here a little bit early. We can get you into Chicago ahead of schedule. Welcome aboard, and we'll be pushing back here very shortly.
All right, we're squawking 2,000. And let me make sure that V-Pilot, we're all good here. Yep. Go to settings. Let's go to push to talk. Yep, button 1, beautiful. All right, we're just gonna set to Unicom for right now. 122.8. 122.8 checks. Pretty much ready. So when we push back, we're definitely going to be pushing nose right, tail left. Probably taxi. This looks like Kilo, I believe. This is Kilo. Kilo. Maybe Kilo to Bravo. Cross runway 9er left. Then come on over here to Uniform, to Foxtrot, down to Mike, and then Mike 2 for runway 3 left, and then departure out. That looks like it'll work. All right, boarding's complete with GSX. Beautiful. We're just waiting on PAC-X now. Get a sip of my caffeinated beverage here. right, let's call the ground crew. Let them know that the chocks. Ground crew, please go ahead and remove chocks. Thank you. You've been cleared for pushback. All right, so they're going to remove the chocks. Just waiting on Pack X. Come on over here. Let's go ahead and turn on this to TA. And now let's get the anti-collision light on. That alerts the crew outside, I believe, that we're just about ready to go and ready for hookup. Seatbelt signs are on. And we could pretty much call for push now.
We're ready to go when you are.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and prepare for departure and pushback. Yes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 1443 with service to Chicago. Our flight time will be roughly 57 minutes.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane
Ooh,
mode and
we
your
got someone who
devices
just joined
are not
Batson.
shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tow table
Ooh,
is
always
in
forget.
the full upright and locked position for departure. Flight attendants, please prepare traffic for departure and cross check.
Let's go to menu,
Departure check completed.
FS actions,
Bypass pin
doors.
inserted.
Always forget to close that. I wish it closed automatically. Index, go back to our takeoff page. There we go. All right. This guy's hooking us up.
Locking gear.
All right, nose right, tail left. There
Release parking brakes.
you go.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Flying with Delta, the health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So before we depart, please pay attention to this important safety message.
Be sure that all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin.
Come on over
place
here, turn
smaller
on
items
these
completely
guys.
under the seat in front of you. Please keep the aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas
Back to the
clear.
opposition.
If you lose an
Engine number
electronic
2 over
device
to
in your
ground
seat,
power.
please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member
Star
for
valve open.
assistance.
As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap.
just about
To release the
20%.
belt, just lift
Introduce
the
fuel.
top of the buckle. If your seat has a shoulder harness, secure it by attaching the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, just push the metal tip down. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened
Spirit
whenever you're
warehouse out there,
seated
that's
in
pretty cool.
case of sudden rough air. In the event of rough air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We appreciate your understanding if our service is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all passengers to comply with crew members' instructions.
All right,
in
good
addition
start on
to
engine number
posted
2,
placards
engine
and
number 1
lighted
over to ground.
information signs located throughout the cabin.
Smoking, vaping, the use
Star
of
valve open.
e-cigarettes or any
N2 is on the
smokeless
rise.
product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or
About
destroying
20%
restroom
introduce
smoke
fuel.
detectors. There are 8 exits on this plane, 8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft. In the event of an evacuation, leave all carry-on items behind.
All exits are clearly marked with a green exit symbol. Please
Set
take a moment to
parking brakes.
find the exits closest
Waiting
to you
your
and
confirmation
remember,
for
All right, we'll let
good
them know
start.
we're good.
if there's a loss of power, let's
Cockpit
to
illuminate the
ground. We
aisle
have a
to
good
guide you
engine
to an
start.
exit.
It's
You can disconnect.
unlikely, But if cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will drop from the panels above your seat and inside the lavatories. If this happens, reach up and pull the
And
mask
go ahead and start
or
at number
streamer down
1.
to start
Both
the
engines
flow of
over to
oxygen.
continuous.
Remove any
Let's
face
go ahead and
covering
swap
and place the
our
mask over your
generators.
nose and mouth.
Beautiful.
Slip the elastic
Backs up to the
strap
auto
over your
position,
head and
isolation
adjust
valve
the mask
open.
if necessary.
Bleeds
Breathe
to the on
normally and
position.
know that oxygen
And
is
APU
flowing,
bleed
so
off.
don't worry if the
APU's
bag
coming off.
doesn't
Let's go ahead and make
inflate.
sure
Be to
upstairs looks
adjust your
good.
own
Yaw
mask
dampers
before
on.
helping others.
Our
A water
keto
evacuation
heats,
is
probe
also
heats
on
are
option,
on.
but just in
Gen
case,
1
light
over to
vests are in a
try.
compartment beneath or adjacent to your
Good.
seat. To
Above
use, remove the
400.
vest from its container by
And
pulling on the
400,
tab
beautiful.
and
Unlocking
opening
gear.
the pouch. Slip the vest over your
Let's
head,
now
wrap
take a
the
look,
strap
make sure our
around your
flight
waist,
recorder
attach
is
it to the
recording. It
buckle in
is.
front, then
Everything
adjust
here
securely around
looks
your
good
waist.
to
As you
me.
leave the plane, inflate the vest by
Recall
pulling
check.
down
Let's go
from the
flaps
red
5,
tab at the
1,
bottom
2,
of
and
the
3.
vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached
Tow
to
truck
each vest.
disconnected.
For children who
Bypass
weigh
maneuver.
less than 35 pounds, place the vest around the
Left is
infant's
clear.
waist and secure
Right is
the
clear.
strap between the legs. Refer to your safety card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lap children are located in marked compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Now, before we take off, bring your seat to its upright position and stow your tray table.
All right, we'll wait
and
for him to give the
footrest.
signal.
Ensure your
Recall
seatbelt
check
is
looks
fastened
good.
low and tight
And we're
across
gonna
your
take
lap.
this guy to
Your carry-on
RTO.
items are secured in the aisle
Throttle-
armrest or at
throttle
resting
to the arm position.
If you have a suite door,
All right, he's giving us
ensure
a
it is
signal. Thank
open.
you very much, sir.
There is a
Have
placard
a great
on
rest
the
of your day.
inside of the suite door explaining how to open it in case of an emergency.
Finally, please take a moment to review the safety
All right, let's
information
go ahead and
card,
turn
which
our
is in your
taxi
seat
light on.
pocket.
Gonna do
As
a
we
quick
come through
flight
the
control
cabin for
check.
our final safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
Pull left
Now,
and
as we
right
get ready for
ailerons,
takeoff, please settle in and
elevator
have a
up
wonderful
and down,
flight. Thank
left
you
and
for
right
flying
on
with
rudder,
Delta.
brakes, all checked. Beautiful. Now I'm going to come up back to the engine. All right, so we don't need this anymore. Thank you very much. And now we can actually turn this guy down. Full. Okay. I think we're all good here. Bum bum. Got our trim. Got this. Got that. Don't believe I'm forgetting anything. All right. Market brake released. Let's go. Verify flaps 5. All right. Good, looking good. Let's go ahead and fire up FSLTL. Alright, where are we going here? Let's take a look. Alright, we're probably going to be taking Kilo all the way down. And then we'll make a right on Bravo. We'll turn here to the left. I mean, we'll make a left on Bravo, and then we'll come down Bravo, cross runway 9er left. I just missed a damn turn. Let me see. Now we're good. Pretty big airport here. Here's Bravo coming up. Where's this Bravo right here? Yeah, I believe this is Bravo right here. Yep, it is. Then we're gonna make a quick right here. These trucks would move. crossing runway 9er left. Yep, 9er left. Clear right, clear left. Make sure we are doing the right thing here. So let's now turn left on uniform. All right, I gotta get FSLTL, not FSLTL. Realistic. I gotta get that. Hang on one second here. There we go. Alright, so we're now going to make a right on Foxtrot to Mike. Alright, so far so good. I believe this is probably Foxtrot right here. Alright. A quick altimeter check, 299.5, so the altimeter has changed. Ooh, look at that, that looks dope. Went over a little bridge there. Make a right here on Mike. And that should give us right to where we need to be. We'll take Mike 2. Take a look at our departure here, beautiful. And folks from the flight deck here, we are number 1 for takeoff, flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure.
Flight deck here, we are number 1 takeoff, flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure.
Get fully lit up here. This guy can go to TARA. Come on down here. This guy up. Land lights to the on position. We'll verify our runway. Recall checked. Good. 2-1 right, 3-1-3 left is what we want. Detroit traffic, Delta 1443 departing runway 3 left, Detroit traffic. Alright, that's the advisory to VATSIM. Other VATSIM flyers. Alright, let's go to VNAV, LNAV. Throttle's up to 40. Sounds are going up. And Toga. Joystick cam's going on. And power is set. Check. $80 knots neutral. Got a definitely crosswind pushing us. Rotate.
Traffic steering 3039, taxi runway 2 left, Detroit.
A little bit of correction there. You're up. Yeah, had a little bit of rudder there. Definitely had us right crosswind. A little bumpy. About 20 degrees. We're a little fast. Lock our gear. Let's go to LNAV. Left turn. Let's go to flaps 2. Quite bumpy. Flaps 1. A little late on that left turn, but that's okay. Take a look at our temp. We're plus 19 degrees, so anti-ice is not needed. Go ahead and pitch down slightly, and flaps can go clean. Beautiful. I want to slow down a little bit here. It's quite bumpy. Alright, continue our climb. Alright, there we go. Pitch down a little bit. Gain some speed. Recall check.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 3,000 feet. You may now turn on
Alright,
your
let's
large
bug up.
and portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep about fast loggers do not congregate in the
Left
galley
turn.
or near the laboratory.
Alright, we really got to pitch down here. Check target altitude. I see that. Alright, let's go to autopilot 1. VNAV. Alright, let's do direct. Let's go to our legs page. Make it easy. Boom. There we go. Open climb. Are we on altitude constriction? Is that what's going on? No. Bug up to 30,000. Wow, it is. Runway turnoffs, taxis off, over to the off position engine, and some of our lights can come down as well. Anti can come off, wings can come off, and our landing lights can come off as well. Beautiful departure, a little spicy. Let's do an after takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds are in the on position, packs are auto, landing gear is up and in lock position. Flaps are clean as indicated here. The brake is off as well. Speed brake is fully retracted. All our lights here are off, and engine mode selectors off. Recalled. Beautiful. There we have it. Now we have found a little bit of smoother air finally. so we can enjoy our short hop over to Chicago Midway. There we have it. Okay. Everything looks well. I've not seen the cabin. Let's take a look at the cabin. Alright, got a 2-class layout here. Very typical. Nothing special. This could even be a default cabin. I don't think that there was any customization to this cabin. Cool. And we're making our way on up to 30,000 feet. Could probably tune into center. Let's let me see. That's him. All right, so we have no traffic. Maybe we could just to hear some radio chatter. Let's tune into New York Center 125 325. 125 3. One 25325. Standard pressure. With our top of climb, our climb profile here, and destination. Top of descent is an 85 nautical miles, so we're only going to be cruising for, we're only going to be in cruise for about 10 minutes. Let me get a program started here for our replay. There we have it. Turn these sounds down a little bit. Enjoy some tunes. So we make our way on up to cruise. Alright, I'm gonna step away, use the restroom real quick, and I'll be back with you guys in about 5 minutes. I'm back with you guys. Alright. Come on up front here. Almost at top of this top climb that is. Do now is we can take a look at the weather. Just about out of the departure here. There we are. And nobody's online. Alright, so let's take a look at the plan here. First, let's double check our weather. And let's go to airports. Let's go to Chicago Midway. Broken clouds, cumulonimbus clouds at 5,000. There's our 1,000-foot cloud. Holy shit. 5,000 overcast, 7,000 light thunderstorms and rain. 5,000 above ground level. The ceiling temperature 72. 2983 is the altimeter. Winds are calm, so that's great that the winds are calm. 2983. Let's go ahead and set that now. 983. Ladies and gentlemen, from
ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is the captain speaking. Reach cruise altitude at 30,000 feet. Feel free to move along the cabin. Seatbelt sign's going to go off for a few minutes, and then we're going to be starting our descent into Chicago Midway. Enjoy the flight with us.
Alright, so let's pay attention here. As things might get a little bumpy. Let's go to our NITREF index. Let's go to our approach speed. The winds are calm, so we can do a flaps 30 today at 128. I'd call it flaps 30 at 131 would be a good number. Winds are calm, so we could plug in 2 there. And let's go ahead and request our descent winds. So let's go to our descent, let's go to our forecast, request those winds.
You may hit the flight attendant call button at any time, and we would be happy to.
Alright, winds are loaded. There we go. Execute, and it might change our descent path a little bit. It did slightly, I think. Okay, so transition is 18,000 feet. And let's go ahead and just bug our altitude to 10,000 for now, as the plane will automatically descend once we hit the top of descent here. And let's now go to our minimums. Definitely probably want to do a Cat 3 on this one, so let's go to flights, select, and what we're going to be choosing today, what I have planned, is ILS 13 Charlie. Okay, so let's go to ILS 13 Charlie. ILS 13 Charlie. Alright, so ILS 13 Charlie, 13 center, that's 31. ILS 13 Charlie, 109.9, 109.9. Let's go ahead and get that plugged in, 109.9. 10990. Let's get that plugged in, 109.9, 109.9. The course is 138. Go ahead and plug that in. 38. Let's get our minimums in. .250. Radio altimeter at 250. Let's go to the sky. Landing altitude, let's double check that. The airport elevation here is 620. We'll keep that where it's at. Beautiful. Alright, recall has been checked. Auto brake. We're going to set that to medium. Approach briefing is complete. Altimeters are preset. Alright, let's take a look at VATSIM. Oh, VATSIM's got a little bit of traffic. Yeah, so we have a cell moving through. We have a red cell moving through Detroit right now. And hopefully it'll be gone by the time we get there. We'll see. We have Toronto Center. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here, this is the captain speaking. We're starting our descent in about 5 or so minutes. Just to give you some weather updated information in Chicago, Midland, there is a cell pushing through right now. We might have to go into holding while the weather passes. We're not sure yet. As of right now, we're continuing on to our descent as planned.
Nobody to come. We'll see you. There can the one.
As for weather in Chicago at the moment, the winds are calm, but there are light thunderstorms in the area and rain, clouds at a very low altitudes. We're going to ask our flight attendants below 10,000 to be seated with seatbelt securely fastened as a safety precaution, so we're going to ask our flight attendants to. Ask our flight attendants to wrap up the services now. Thank you so much for flying with Delta today. Gate information, we'll give you that once we're on the ground. Appreciate your business. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Okay, so we are on descent. Let's tune in, see if there's any traffic on 125775. Two 5775 checks. Let's take a look at the plan, see what that looks like.
Station calling second, please.
Okay, we're definitely not doing that turn. Let's take a look at the charts. Maybe there is a fix we can plug in. Yep. Hebuck. H-E-B-K-U. H-E-B-K-U. It's right there, actually. Okay. So we'll vector ourselves to make the turn a little bit smoother. Once again, this is real world time and real world weather. Alright, let's go and just double check our altimeter here. Or 83. Back onto our map. At Hebuck, we should be at, let's take a look. $2,600, so we'll take it down to Tinley at 4,000. Coming up on our transition altitude very shortly here. This is where it may get a little bumpy. Storms this part of the country, you know, around the summertime is crazy. Absolutely crazy. go to 2983.
Cruise 1914, descend, maintain 8,000. 8,000.
1000 Delta 1443. Might get a little bumpy here. So far we have a pretty decent satisfactory rate, 89. It's probably going to drop though because of the turbulence. More than likely that'll be coming up here in the next 5 minutes. About to go into the soup. Into the soup. Wow. That looks like a pretty crazy ass cell to the left here. Wish this thing had weather radar. It does not. See, there's nothing. Fortunately, the winds are calm. That does look pretty stunning though. Wow. It get a little dark here, but I'm going to turn some lights on. Wing light on, and that's a cell, all right.
Flight attendants, please be in your seats now. Thank you.
Thousand feet continuous. We're going through some bumps. Landing lights on. come off here. We're gonna vector. We're gonna make a right, and we're gonna vector ourselves right about here into Keybuck onto our arrival 13 Charlie. Wow, look at this. Wow. Unbelievable. Wow. Stunning.
We have begun our final descent into Chicago. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in a full upright condition. Please also store any carry-on
18
items
degrees
either in
Celsius,
the
anti-ice
pocket
is
or under
not
the
needed.
seat in front of you.
Flying through these clouds is stunning. Absolutely incredible. The simulator just... Whenever there's weather like this, the simulator just makes me in awe. Holy smokes. Got some rain. So far, so good. Camera am I looking for here? There we go. At least we can see the ground. Take a look at the arrival here. Pange 5 arrival. Is it saying 6,000? Really? Yeah, that's about where I'm at. Okay. So at Tingley, that's 4,000. We have 4,000 preset here. Is that the airport? No. It's a little bit up. It's like right around here. Getting there slowly but surely. this arrival's has you at quite low altitude for the distance. So above 4,000 here. Wow, so beautiful. Lake. Center. Get that chart aligned here. Wind is still calm, visibility 3, clouds at 23, 38, overcast, cumulative nimbus 55, heavy thunderstorms and rain mist. Okay. 984. Go ahead and sink this guy. They're going to need it. So to intercept a glide, we should be at about 25, I believe. 2,000. Okay. Let's just double check that frequency, which was 109.9. ILS 109.9. ILS 109.9. Alright. Good. Arm to speed brake. Looks like we're going to be facing a crosswind landing, even though the winds are very minor. $1,000 to go. Oh, that looks absolutely beautiful. Like some nice communities out here. Absolutely beautiful. This has this program for 240. Okay, good. Bumps are picking up. So we're going to turn a course to about 315. Let's make it 320. Kind of parallel to the runway. We're going through the chop. About to make a right turn. There we go. Let's plug in heading. Beautiful. Looks pretty parallel to me. Veered off a little bit from the arrival, but that's fine. This is where they vector you. Yeah, and this airspace here is where ATC will vector you. Okay. No ATC right now. We do have someone that just took off. I don't know. All right, let's go to 318. All right, this is dropping us now to 200. So let's go to speed intervention. Hold at 220. A little too bumpy to be slowing down like that right now. I don't want to hit a massive air pocket and the plane just drops. Got our glide, our localizer in, beautiful. All right, let's take it down to 3,000 now. Vertical speed. Drop it about 1,000 feet per minute. Oh, it is bumpy. I don't know if this guy's coming in for landing, which he probably is. He's probably coming to 13 right. Or whatever runway that is. I don't know what runway it is, but...
2,500.
Alright, we're holding right here. You're in full IMC conditions. At this point, ATC would vector us in, but we don't have ATC, so we're vectoring ourselves in. Alright, let's go direct. Hey, Buck. Insert that. LNAV, VNAV.
Charlie Center, what's it? 610 with you, flight level 390.
Alright, we need to get on Unicom. One two 2.8. Altitude intervention. Go to 2500. Checks. There's our path. Beautiful. 11.1 nautical miles till we hit ebook. Plug in 26. We'll go to speed intervention. We'll drop 205. Pull some ground spoilers out. Get the airplane to slow down a little bit. Flaps 1. And we'll go 190 on the speed. Take it to 195, flaps 2. Our approach charts. 131 is what we're looking for. Alright, let's go flaps 5. 190. Chicago Midland traffic Delta 1443 getting lined up for landing 13 center. Double check the weather. Altimeter 2984. Lock our localizer. 185. Path is coming down. $175. And flaps 10. approach. 65. We're linking up with the glide. Beautiful. 2500, gear down. 160. Flaps 15. Get fully lit up here. It is bumpy. Next light can stay off. Speed brake armed. Recall checked. Gear down 3 green. And final approach speed 131. Flaps 25. One more set of flaps. We're ready to go. Chicago Midland traffic, Delta 14. What the hell call sign am I? Chicago Midland traffic, Delta 1443, landing on final approach for 13 center. Chicago traffic. What the hell is that? And flaps 30. 1,000 feet, stable. Joystick cam's going on. Can't see a damn thing. Recording has been started. Beautiful. No runway in sight. Check.
Approaching minimums. 300. Minimums. 200.
Continue. There's the runway.
100.
My airplane, my throttles.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reversers. Little off center, but we made it. Over to manual braking. And we had to take that whole runway. Woo. Oh, we made it. Woo. Ladies and gentlemen,
Chicago. The local
probably
time
should have
is
put brakes on 30, on 3 there.
PM, and it's currently about 72 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices.
All right, let's go ahead and stop right here. Let's go ahead and disconnect from VATSIM. All this is just static aircraft. Let's stop our recording and let's take a look at that recording. Joystick cam can go off and let's take a look at that replay. That was pretty nuts. Man, that was nuts. Definitely we're a little off center there. I'm showing 194 on the landing rate. I'll take that any day of the week with this weather. definitely off center. Cool. Take a look at one from the outside perspective. If we were just center line, it would have been beautiful. Just off center. We corrected it. I'm gonna get a shot of that right there. That looks dope. Beautiful. All right, let's take a look at one more. Let's do the perspective from right here as a passenger. Now we'll do two more. We'll do this one, and then we'll do the drone, the GoPro cam. Very nice. All right, one more. This was crazy. It's like you see the parking deck here. I think that's the parking deck, right? So crazy. The weather's moving through now, so definitely you can see final a lot closer here. Got a little bit low. Little bit off. Absolutely beautiful. get back to the flight deck here. Alright, we can take the airplane right here. That's where we are holding short. Now let's take a look at our charts here. Let's go to the airport information page. So we're here at 30, well, we landed at 13 Charlie. Let's make a left. We're going to go to Concourse B and park there. So we're going to be taking Echo 1 to Tango. And then from Tango, we're going to hop on a Yankee here to Concourse B. Pretty straightforward. Go ahead and clean up. Flaps retracted. This guy's going off. And our landing lights to the off position. Taxi light can go on. These guys can go to the off position. Wing light can come on. Actually, just keep the wing light on. Keep this to steady. Recall check is good. And let's get our APU fired up. Be cool if this was modeled, but at the rain effect. Payware scenery. I believe it's by Orbex. It's very good. I turn off our localizer. We don't need that anymore. Move that. APU is available. Light can come off. Only a Southwest hub here, that's for sure. Delta's here. I'm not completely sure where Delta parks here. Probably park over here. Yeah, they do. I'm looking at Delta jetways over there. You know what? Let's turn around. Oh, sorry. Don't mind me, nothing to see here. Let's see if we can snag a gate over here somewhere. Alright, we'll turn in right here. Tango 1. Definitely feel you need a lot more throttle to move on this taxiway because of the water. Looks like these are all this looks good right here. 45, so that's 54. Looks like we'll take this gate right here. Gate is that? Like Alpha 2? Alright, we'll take Alpha 2. Alpha and Alpha 2 small, good. Follow me car, nope, thank you. Go. Ready for us. Better remove these lights here. This light can come off. This light can come off. This guy can go to TA. Definitely need more throttle to move right now because of the water. On. Jesus. So irritating, this thing. Okay, we're good. Park brake set. Engine's coming down. This guy's coming off. These guys are coming off. Am I getting a dance? Cool. Let's see how it looks. Okay. Close enough. And let's go to request e-boarding.
The boarding requested.
Gundam style, huh? Here we go. Beautiful. Pack X is deboarding. Jetway looks like it up pretty good. Oh shit. Oh, okay, it opened.
Passengers
Good.
deboarding starting.
Alright, so cool. That. Alright, let's take a look. See if there's any animation. What the hell is the animation? I think it's because I'm pushing nobody in the beginning. That's the problem, why it's not showing, maybe, the animation. Okay, it could be that, I don't know. Okay. Turn this guy down a little bit. All right, let's get some ground power established. Get our chocks set, and let's get some ground power here. What's the power? And we're gonna shut the APU down once we get some ground power. Signs. Our hydraulics off. Packs go to the off position. Ground power is now on. RSs can go to the off position. These guys, this can go off. Window heats, probe heats, off, off. And that guy there. Here we have it, folks. All right, I'm going to turn it to the be right back screen, and we will come back and set up for our second flight. We're not restarting the sim or anything. We're just going straight from here. So the airplane will stay in a turnaround state, and yeah, I'll see you guys in about 5 or so minutes.
Order traffic, Alaska 1098, crossing 10 left at Papa 4.
Air traffic, native 349, taxi runway 10 left via Alpha Kilo Sierra Sierra, Hotel Echo.
Alright guys, I'm back. Setting some things up, making sure that we have our flight plan in with VATSIM in case we get any traffic, and in case we get any VATSIM traffic. Got the overlay all set up on the top banner there for you for the new flight. We are Delta 153, and we are going from Chicago Midland back to Detroit John Wayne Metropolitan International Airport. The schedule today, let's see, is 37 minutes in the air, 105 block time. So hopefully be a quicker flight as we might have a tailwind. So let's go ahead and jump in the pit and start getting this program, this bad boy program, to our flight back to Detroit. So let's go ahead and jump into the pit. As you can see, the weather is still pretty bad. Jesus. Okay. Alright, let's just, I don't want to listen to them right now if they're going to talk, so we'll turn that off for right now. Let's go ahead and start programming our flight. Let's go to the initref page here. And let's go to the initref index. Let's go to pause init. So currently our new flight plan, fetch it, KMDW. So let's go to K, let's turn our sounds up a little bit here. Still on ground power, so KMDW. Plug that guy in there. 2 Ks, KMDW. Beautiful. And let's now come on upstairs. Let's just make sure we're all good here. Batteries on, power's on. Let's come on upstairs. Let's go ahead and turn our irises to the nav position. Double check our lights here. Beautiful. Gonna get this guy on, this guy on. Get our chimes to the on position as well. Pack should have already been off. Excuse me. Fuel pump should have already been off. And we're gonna come on over here. We're gonna turn this guy to the standby position, which it's XPDR. That's fine. And we'll probably come on over here and maybe turn up a little bit of lights as well as a little bit of lights here. Come on upstairs here. Everything looks good. We're cruising up to 31,000, and it is the same altitude at 635. So we got 650 preset there. There it is. All right, so it may take a second. Let's look at our. There we go. GPS left coordinate. Plug that in there. Go to our route page. Come back to our flight plan and plug in our arrival page. So everything's going to be done manually here. KDTW. And we're going to plug in our flight plan. I mean our call sign Delta 153. Put that guy in there. And we don't have a flight plan plugged in, so we're going to do it manually. So over here to departures. Wants us on 13 center again, direct. So we're going to go to route, and then we're going to go direct to Luke, L-E-W-K-E. L-E-W-K-E. We're going to plug that in. We're going to activate and execute it. And from Luke, we're going to go direct to GIJ. GIJ. Plug that in. Then from GIJ, that's going to give us our arrival. So we're going to execute, go to our arrivals page. We're going to plan for the ILS 04 right. So ILS 04 right via Haley 3 and the Hassa transition. Just right there. Boom. Execute that. Go to our legs page. And we have the discontinuity there. We'll correct that. Luke, GIJ, Hassa, Crab, Urban, Haley on the Haley Rado, Victor's, Maze, or Bach. Then we have a vector here. We'll put Jelly into the vector, execute that, and onto runway detail to, this is the approach to runway 04 ILS. 04 right, beautiful. Now what we can do is we can go to our NitRefs page. Actually, let's go to the menus page, FX actions, ground service. Actually, no, let's go to return. Let's go to the doors. Door is open and payload. I set everything to auto here, so let's see what SimBrief gives us. 0 fuel weight of 101,515. So 101,515. So 101.5. We'll plug that in. That gives us a 59 load level. It's pretty low. 101.5. Beautiful. That gives us 62 in economy, 5 in a first class, and a pretty light level of forward and aft cargo. Okay, let's go to return and let's look up our fuel. The fuel under block is 12.8, so we'll do 12. Yeah, we'll plug in 12.8, 12,800 pounds. Plug that in there. That gives us a gross of 114.3. Which it's pretty close. 113.8, 114.3. That's pretty close. Close enough. Okay, we'll roll with that. Let's go to return. So our door is open, our payload is good, our fuel is good. Fuel has been verified here at 12.8. Beautiful. And then now we can go to our NitRef page index and let's make sure we plug in the proper 0 fuel weight, which is 101.5, 101. Let's go to performance. 101.5. Let's plug that in. Okay. At this point now, standby. Altimeter 2982 checks. And let's come on upstairs here. Let's start the APU. APU was already available. Yes, it was. already available. Beautiful. AP bleed is on. Take initial climb up to 10,000 feet. And let's keep flight director on, beautiful. All right, now what we could do, let's go to GSX. Request boarding. Okay. You know what we should do? It's actually... Okay, so it looked like it redid that. So let's go to restart cool style. There we go. All right, we got a full restart. So let's check something on my end here. Yep.
Boarding requested.
Yep. Handled by Southwest Airlines. Okay. Start the LRM that is, excuse me.
Do you want to board crew?
Let's board both.
Pilots boarding starting.
Alright, let's come on down here now. Let's start plugging in some information. The reserves, FinRes, 4.2 will plug in. It's fine. Cost index, 13. We'll bump that to 50. 310 on the cruise. And the wind component
Crew boarding
is
starting.
We'll do top of climb wind. 31 at 79. Plug that in. 18,000 transition. And 1. Go ahead and plug in. We'll derate to 18. Let's take a look at our flight plan here. Whoops. Let's go to upload. Import. Sim brief. Here's our flight plan. Let's take a look at the airport runway. 13 center, which is this guy right here. 65. That's pretty low. Let's bump it down to 90%. Climb 1. Beautiful. Flaps 5. Check there. This is a CG
Your
24.
crew has boarded. Passengers boarding
V1,
starting.
rotate, V2. 115, 125 on the rotate. I want to see if there's now... still not seeing any passengers. I have it disabled or something. Oh, there they are. Okay, cool. Hello, folks. Welcome aboard. Welcome. Hello. Hello, folks. Welcome aboard. Yeah. Load fast, man. I wish in real life they would load this quickly. It never happens that fast. Alright, let's see if... Let's take a look here. Let's see if PAC-X is going to work. Cool, it did. Alright. Turn the weather radar as it doesn't work. Seatbelt signs on. On down here. Let's get our trim set, which is going to be 5.08. Up it down a little bit. All right, there's fine. Beautiful. Probably go ahead and turn this back on to Yukon to 122.8. And rotate is at 115 plus 10, 125. Flight director, 10,000. Established. Beautiful. Altimeter 2982. We can go ahead and remove the ground power from outside. Let's go to menu, FS actions, ground services, release the ground power. And just so I don't forget, let's go to doors and try not to forget to close that door. And folks, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. From the flight deck here, this is Captain speaking. Welcome aboard Delta Airlines Flight 153 service to Detroit Metropolitan International Airport. Flight time today is about 37 minutes in the air, hour and 5 minutes from gate to gate. Do have some weather in the area. Might be a little bumpy on the ride out of here once we get above about 15,000, just smooth out nicely. We do have full.
Cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities and the safety card provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once you depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
In the cabin today, we do have a lovely crew of 3 flight attendants here for your safety and comfort. Listen to them as they go through their safety briefing with you before departure. Welcome aboard, and we'll check back with you in a little while.
Boom. All right. Just waiting for the crew behind us, the crew back there, to get settled.
Not traffic down to Chicago, Hair, Cassie Pacific Cargo, 248 taxi down runway 28 right via crossing 27 center on Mike, then Alpha, holding short, way right November.
Alright, GSX is done. We're going to go ahead and push now. I know PAC-X is not done, but they should be done any minute. Let's go ahead and close the door. Oops. Call GSX. Prepare for departure and push back. Yes. Gotta remove the chocks. There's our... Do a straight back push, it looks like. Maybe...
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
See, nose right, tail left.
We're on your time now.
Beautiful.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 153 with service to Detroit. Our flight time will be roughly 37 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices
Departure
are now shut down
checks
and
completed.
stowed. If you have not
Bypass pin
already,
inserted.
please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seat backs must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls.
Locking gear.
That sound file they have for the gear lock is pretty dramatic in my opinion. They gotta tone that guy down a little bit. Alright. Nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes, please.
There you go.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, let's come on upstairs here. Fuel pumps in the on position. Hydraulics in the on position. Packs off. Engine number 2 over the ground. Come on over to this guy. Yaw damper's going to the on position, as well as window heats.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the flight attendants for
And 2 is on the rise. Start valve open. Beautiful. Wait for about 20. Introduce fuel.
Your seatbelts are fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the entire flight as you may experience unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. To familiarize yourself with the emergency exits on this aircraft, please refer to the safety card in the seat back pocket in front of you. In some cases, your nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor to guide you towards the exit. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth.
Okay,
Secure the elastic band behind your head.
Let's go ahead and stop right there.
And breathe normally. Although the bag does not indicate, oxygen is flowing through the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask
Engine
on
number
first and
1
then
over the ground power.
Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises
Park brake set.
Waiting your
Start
confirmation
valve
for a
open.
good engine start.
Go ahead and do that now.
Life vest is located in a pouch
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
About 20% introduce.
And remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright
Unlocking
position.
gear.
We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the laboratory.
Alright, good start on engine number 1, engine number 2. These guys are going over to continuous. We're going to swap over to gen power. Packs of the on position. Isolation valve is already in
Tow truck disconnected.
position.
Bypass pin removed.
We have our bleeds to the on position.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Isolation valve auto, excuse me. RTO. These guys should have already been on. TA down here. 122.8. TA. Traffic advisory system is on. Auto throttle to the arm position. Seat belts, everything is good. Rope heat to the on position. And yaw damper is already in the on position. Gen 1 good. Gen 2 is good. And pretty good up here, I believe. Looks pretty good. Okay. Recall checked. Flaps set to the 5, 1, 2, and 3. Looks like we got a Frontier coming in. Alright. I think we're looking good. Let's go over here.
Touch our lives. I just felt taken care of.
She went above and beyond to get us home.
At Delta, connecting you to what matters is what matters most. As America's most awarded airline, this remains our #1 honor.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard.
And thank you for
Full
flying
left.
with
Full right.
Delta.
Our first priority on every
Left,
flight
right,
is
beautiful.
the health and safety of our customers and crew.
So before we depart,
Please pay attention to this important safety message. Be sure that all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin and place smaller items, including handbags, under the seat in front of you.
If you lose your electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for assistance. Please ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear.
As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle. And adjust
13th
the
center, I
strap so
believe
it's
is what
low
we
and
want.
tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you're seated in case of sudden rough air.
In the event of rough air, the crew might also need to buckle up for safety. We apologize if this means our service is interrupted.
Federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards
the
and
weather
lighted information
kind of
signs
died off a
located
little bit
throughout
here.
the cabin, in addition to any crew member's instructions.
Runway turnoffs go
Smoking,
into the on
vaping,
position.
The use of e-cigarettes or any smokeless product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoke detectors.
There are 8 exits on this plane. 8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a raft. In the event of an evacuation, leave all carry-on items behind.
All exits are clearly marked with a green symbol. Arrows indicate the direction to these exits. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you.
If there's a loss of power, lights will illuminate the aisle.
Alright, so
to
we'll
guide
make a
you to
left
an
here and
exit.
then a
It's
right.
unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels inside the lavatories and above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull the mask or red streamer down to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your
Now,
nose
let's
and
go
mouth,
straight.
flip the
What are
elastic
we doing?
strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag
Probably
doesn't
better off we
inflate. Be
make a
sure to
right
adjust
here.
your own mask before helping others.
See,
A
now
water
let's make a
evacuation is also unlikely. But just in case, life vests are in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle
in
in
Chicago
front,
traffic,
and
Delta
adjust securely
153,
around
crossing
your waist.
runway
As you
4
leave the
right,
plane,
Delta
inflate
traffic.
the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest.
For children who weigh less than 35 pounds, place the vest around the infant's waist and secure the strap between the legs. And if it's not traffic down there over here, Pacific Pacific, Additional 248, life vests I'd be for taking inland off children Sweet are Lake located Funhouse. in marked compartments at the front and rear of the plane. We'll distribute these vests if necessary.
Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright, your aisle armrests are at resting position, and
Clear
your
right.
tray table is put
Clear
away.
left.
If you are seated in Delta 1, ensure your ottoman door is closed. If
Chicago
your seat
Midway
has a
traffic, Delta
footrest, ensure it is
153,
properly
hop in
stowed.
on runway
Please
31
take a
Charlie
moment
for
to
1
review
second,
the safety
then
information
hop in on
card,
Delta.
which is in your seat pocket.
As we come through the cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
Now, as we get ready for takeoff, please settle in and have a wonderful flight. Thank you for flying with Delta.
Jesus, where the hell am I going? I don't know, are these charts even accurate with this airport?
Welcome to your American Airlines flight.
Alright.
On its way to one of our many destinations.
Thank you. Alright, that's our runway. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Let's take it all the way down to Victor. Go down to Victor, make a right. Actually, I don't even know if we can taxi on that. Alright, let's veer off to the left here. Start this again. Nothing to see here. Okay. Start this again. Alright, so we're going to cross runway 31 left, and then we're going to go to whatever this is, making a left and coming down this way.
And touchdown traffic, Cassie Pacific, 240 clear of 2 right.
Alright, sir. Crossing runway 31 here. 31 left. Your right. Your left. Now I'm going to make a left here. This is a runway. Looks like we're going to go up to November and then go all the way down to November to 13 Charlie. Let's cross here.
Midway traffic Southwest 1133 is going to be taxiing from Tango to the Tango to Papa, cross 22 left, 22 right to November, and cross 13 left on November to 13 Center. Midway traffic.
Take a look. Coming all the way down here. Chicago Midway traffic. Delta 153 taxi on runway November to 13 Center for takeoff. Midway traffic. Go to our departure page. Oh, we don't have a departure, that's right. This is our arrival.
And folks, from the flight deck here, we're number 1 takeoff. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure.
Midway traffic, Delta 153, lining up runway 13 center for takeoff. Okay, fully lit up here. Joystick cam's going on. Sounds are going up. Call checked. This guy's going to TA. Chrono. We'll fly runway heading. Beautiful. Runway's clear. This guy up here. Wow, this water here. Let's go ahead and turn these guys on. And we're good to go. Throttles up to 40. Stick pressure down. Engine stable at 50. And toga.
Traffic American 527 coming out of the hotel gate, taxi runway east.
Power set. Checked.
80 knots.
Neutral.
Rotate.
V1. Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
You're up. All our flight directors. About 20 degrees. Getting a little bit too high there. Push it down. Flight power's in. Lock to gear. LNAV. Go to flaps 2. At about 15 degrees. Correct. Insert. LNAV, VNAV, beautiful. Flaps 1, speed checks. And flaps clean.
Midway traffic, Volaris 909, taxiing 13 Tango, Papa.
Taxi, runway turnoffs. APU should have been off. Anti-ice not needed. Recall check. Back online with those flight directors. Sink our bug. Autopilot 1. Cam's going off. Sound's coming down a little bit. It's our 10,000 feet.
Hold a short runway 13 center.
Continue our open climb, 31,000 feet.
Gotta love rain Chicago.
Always.
10,000 feet, landing lights off. Engine mode selectors to the off position. Anti-collision coming off. Very bumpy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now passing through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your
Panel lights
larger
can come
portable
off.
electronic devices.
These guys
As a
can come
reminder,
off as
please
well.
keep your seatbelt fastened while you are seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. You will be required to pay a small fee if you wish to access it. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you will be able to access our wide range of
There we have it.
in-flight TV and paid movies library.
Have to take off checklist. Let's come on up here. Engine bleeds are in the on position. Packs are auto. Landing gears up in lock position. Flaps are clean. RTO. Flaps clean. Beautiful. Locked. Lights. Beautiful. Continuous are off position. There we have it. Let's enjoy these views.
Midway traffic stop was 1133 is lining up. And departing runway 13 set up vectors to Comiskey. The Midway 6 departure, Midway traffic.
We got some butter FPS now, getting out of that crazy weather. And we're on our way. Beautiful departure. Well, not greatest. I mean, definitely muggy and bumpy and bad weather, but we're out of it now. We're out of the soup, and now we can enjoy. Going over the lake. What lake is it? Lake Michigan? Look at how beautiful that looks. Should be Lake Michigan. See the land here. Beautiful. All right, back to Detroit. Okay. Turn on some tunes. Oh, we got ground on with, and we have ATIS. Beautiful. Got ground on, I don't think he's doing arrivals or anything like that. So we got ground traffic at least for Detroit. Cool. actually check the ATIS. Oh, look how beautiful this looks. Standard pressure. Wow, we're only going to be in cruise for a few minutes. Let's take a look at the... ATIS 133675. One 33675. Maybe it's not up yet. One 33675. 133675. That's it. Alright, let's take a look at our plan here. Alright, that's very straightforward. Let's take a look at the arrival. Between 19 and 16 there, 10 and 8 there. That's going to be a quick right and then for landing. And we're planning for runway 04 right, ILS. Go ahead and plug that in now. ILS 04, is it right or left? It's right. 04 right. There we go. Probably don't need any of these, just do the regular. Bang. We have bang in the system here. No, probably don't need it, but we have jelly. Which jelly's definitely close enough. There's our 1,000-footer. Let's put EVAB in. EVABE. Populate that right above jelly. And then maybe we can plug in one more. HIMEX. Plug in HIMEX. Plug that guy in there. We'll execute that. Go over here. Jelly. We'll connect it. Here. Execute. And that gives us a nice little straight line. I don't know what the turning deal is here. Let's make sure that doesn't become an issue.
We will not be able to offer in-flight service. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to make your flight more enjoyable, and we will assist you.
Alright, more than likely we're just going to go direct at that point to get rid of that if it doesn't clean itself up. Okay, so we're in here. Folks from... from the flight deck here, this is Captain speaking. We're in cruise altitude 31,000 feet. Seatbelt sign unfortunately is going to stay off as we're experiencing some bumps. So we're going to be starting our descent in a few minutes now. As for weather, we'll give you that information in a few moments here. Please prepare for arrival. Thank you. Alright, so top of descent's pretty short here. Let's take a look at the weather. Okay, Detroit, 110 at 7. Visibility is 10. Few clouds at 25. Overcast at 5. Temperature 299 or 2. See if the ATIS is up. Not hearing anything. Okay. About to start descent here. Let's drop it down to about 7. There's gonna be a radial altimeter when it comes to the minimums. Let's come on over here. Plug in minimums at 200. Here we go. Radial altimeter at 200. Already started our descent.
And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here, the Scab speaking. We started descent into Detroit. Should be on the ground about 30 or so minutes. Some clouds in the area, some light showers. We're expecting some bumps on this arrival. Below 10,000, we're going to have some flight attendants to be seated with the seatbelt securely fastened. There are minor winds as well, coming out of the east at about 7 knots. Do appreciate you flying Delta today.
Detroit. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Alright.
Folks on flight deck, got some moderate to a little bit above moderate chop. Everyone seated with their seatbelts securely fastened, including our flight attendants. Thank you. .7, beautiful. Verify this is 4 right. Let's 4 right. Jesus. Bug down. Should be intercepting at about 3, I believe. Yeah, about 3. It is a bumpy ride. The runway right there. Absolutely gorgeous. So beautiful. Is the water off there too? Water? Yeah.
Alright, let's go direct to Hammock. Spoilers out. Hammock at about 5,000 or so. There's our glide slope. This is correcting. Yes, it is. Okay, good. So beautiful out here. There's our airport right over there. Go to altitude hold here. That's our runway right there. All right, let's drop to 220. Our path. We can go flaps 1. Joystick cam's going on. Right there. Looks like our glide slope is coming down. Flaps 2. And we'll go to altitude hold here. And we'll go to flaps 5. And we'll now go to approach. Detroit traffic Delta 153 on the ILS 4 right for landing. Detroit traffic. Checks. Here's coming down. Get fully lit up here. Lights on. Beautiful. And let's go to flaps 10. beautiful out here. Flaps 15. What do we have? Flaps 30 today? Flaps 30 at 1:30. Final approach speed 130. Flaps 25. And flaps what is that? Flaps 30. Detroit John Wayne Airport, Delta 153 on short final 4 right for landing. Detroit traffic. Alright, let's do it. 1,000 feet stable. This approach altitude set. Let's get that recording going. Alright, can't let the airplane have all the fun. Let me go ahead and my airplane. We have a crosswind, that's for sure.
500.
Oh yeah, look at the crosswind. Look at this.
400.
My throttles. We got plenty of runway to work with, so we can definitely go high. Whoa.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Jesus.
10.
Oh. Come on. Reversers. Decelling. $70 knots dome. We'll roll it out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Detroit John Wayne International Airport. Joystick cam's going off. Spicy one, for sure. Alright, I want to watch the replay. We're just going to go ahead and disconnect from VATSIM. There's really no traffic. I mean, the ground guy's on, but I want to watch the replay, so let's just slow it up right here. And let's take a look at the recording.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bin, as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us, and we hope to see you again soon.
Did it not record? Oh shoot. I guess I wasn't recording. Oh, that sucks. Damn, I really wanted to get a replay of that. Oh well. Alright. It's whatever. 181 on the feet per minute I'm getting here. Let's go ahead and turn this guy off. This guy can go on. These guys can go to the opposition. This guy can go on. And I believe we're going to 17. Delta 17 is what we planned for, so we'll take Delta 17 right here. Let's go ahead and retract our flaps, clean up. And sorry about the replay. I thought I recorded it. And let's go to GSX. Delta 17 is what we want. And Delta 17. Delta 17, beautiful. Follow me car note. And we need Delta Airlines. It's actually right here. Oh, we just passed them. Huh. We just passed it. Whoops, sorry. Okay. APU power. These guys can go off. This guy can go off. Delta 17. Try to get this as straight as we can. Oof. There we have it. Park brakes going to the opposition. Engine number 2, engine number 1 going down. We've got our fuel pumps coming to the opposition. Hydraulics off. These guys are coming off. And we can get the seatbelt signs to the opposition. Chimes are going off. Packs are going to the opposition as well. These guys are going on. These guys are going off. And we will leave it in the turnaround state for the next crew. For us, we are done with our job today. GSX, let's go to request deboarding.
The boarding requested.
I don't know, it's causing a close-style script. Restart, please run live update. Do you want to open the log air files? No. Want to restart cool style? Sure, let's restart it. And request deboarding.
The boarding requested.
Delta Airlines. There we go. There goes Pack X. There goes these guys. And what's going on with our jetway? We have an issue with the jetway.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Are you going to see them walk in the air here? This thing won't connect. Awesome, GSX. Yeah, waiting for jetway? Yeah, no kidding. You can't get them all. There's always something. There's so many plugins and add-ons going on. Let's see if we restart it. Maybe because it needs the update. Let's restart it, and let's see if we can connect the jetway now. Park brake is set. Nope. All right. Well, it is what it is. Still, successful flight. And, yeah. Definitely enjoyed that one. Let me go ahead and cut some programs here. Successful flight. Other than this. But successful flight to Chicago Midland International and then back to Detroit here. We appreciate you guys following along and checking out the streams. Please subscribe if you enjoy the content. If you enjoy the flight sim stuff, please subscribe. Like the video, like the stream. Have a great rest of your day. See you back here tomorrow for another flight. Not sure where we're going, but we're going to go somewhere. Maybe do some island hops. I don't know. But, or maybe a long haul. Who knows? See you guys back here tomorrow. Thanks for following. And I'll see you in the next one.